Welcome everyone. The work continues on this one. Aim of the game, we need to remove as many or as much items as we can out of it. Let me bring the light a bit closer just so that we can see what we're talking about. So, all what you see over here needs to go into the other car. Let's start with the simplest things. I removed the carpet. As you can clearly see, this is the washer fluid tube that basically feeds into the back one. So you can disconnect it from over there. There is a plug, you can disconnect it and you can fish it out throughout. So this is the first thing. Well, we don't need to get it out now, it's going to be very problematic. I was thinking maybe we can start with the wiring. Look at this wire. So I don't know if you remember, I don't know from last video where it plugs, but if you disconnect, remove those plastic things, it goes over here, unplug from here, unplug from here, and unplug from here. That officially basically releases this whole wire. So I can, oh yeah, and there is this one. Again, this is more for me than it is for you. So there you go. I unplugged them. This one, basically, yeah, I mean, they're loose. They were loose. These are the ones that you need to unplug. You see the green one? You need to unplug it. The white one over there, and those two, white and brown, you need to remove them from their respected holes. And you get it out through this. See this one? And basically now the wire is connected to over here, the blower. So, yep, I can't unplug it. I mean, I might be able to. Yeah, I might. Actually, yeah, I can. Anywho's, so you just unplug it, and that gives you access. Now, looking at how it sits, I want you to pay attention. You've got nuts all over the place, right? But look at this. Look over here, and look over here. You see how this one sits on top of this one, which means for me to remove this piece, I need to remove this piece. And same goes over here. If I need to remove the blower, look, this one sits on top of it. Does it make sense? It should. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is to remove this piece and that piece, you need to start by removing this piece. And this is just my logic just by staring at it. So let's get started by removing this one and see what's what. All right, the wiring removed, so it's all good and well. Now, in terms of how to remove this box, there's a nut over here. There's a screw, 2, and there's another one, 3 and 4. Then after that, inside, down all the way there should be one like that. There you go. These are all the screws and nuts that you need to be mindful of. Now, it is loose, but I can't remove it because it's connected to something in the engine compartment. Let me show you what. It is, my friends, connected to this one. So, this and this. These are for the AC. There you go. Size 10. I removed them and I got them out. So, in theory, it should come out from that side. I legitimately, as I walked inside the car, this one fell. So there you go. Those two connected over here. And see, this is where the bottom one that I told you, like over here. You've got this hose, and I think I know what hose is. Remember when you've got an AC and basically condensation happens? And that, my friend, is the hose that disperses that excess water or condensation outside. So you just unclip it from over here. It's not going to be hard because I already have it on the other car. So part 1 is removed, basically. That leaves us with part 2, which is this piece, and part 3, which is that piece. Sounds good. As you can see, I managed to get it out, and I put all the bolts in the same place. And can you see what's inside? I don't know. Yeah, that's inside. That's a mess. I definitely need to clean this one up. Now it's in actually pretty good shape. I might need to update those seals and get me a proper ones. I already bought some, so I'm not sure if they fit, but if they do, I'm gonna install them. But yep, that's part one. Not bad, but definitely needs cleaning. Let's continue. You see, it connects over here and it goes there, right? Now if you go, which is, oh yeah, check it out. Check how clean this one is. This one. Which is over there. There you go, you can see it. So we're making headway. Not bad. Now, hear me out. Those lines, one goes to the AC compressor and one goes to the AC accumulator. Accumulator is the silver cylinder thing that used to be here. So there you go. This is always easy. There was a plastic clip over here. I already removed it because I'm going to put it over there. You just unbolt this one and this unbolted from here and from over here. Over here. That releases this from the AC compressor and basically allows you to pull it all the way there. See this plastic piece thingy? Clip? Clips into this one, so I just unclipped it. That's pretty much all what I've done. You see how it was? Unclipped it. Sorry about that. Alright, let's remove this one and remove that one. That will release them and gives us a bit more space. What a mess. All that came from the heater core. Jesus. And I cleaned it, but I haven't fully cleaned it because I'm thinking I might actually spray it with some brake cleaner or something. I don't know, because it definitely needs it. Check it out. I removed the wires or the hoses. There you go. This is the one that goes to the AC compressor. I taped the bolt into it. This one's bolted loosely. And there you go, the other one as well. There you go, in its clip and everything, and it goes over here. So far, we're doing good. Now, I'm not gonna install the heater core just yet because it's the first part we removed, which logically means it's gonna be the last part we install. You feel me? Anyways, we're doing good. I'm really happy with that. Now I need to clean this mess. On a separate note, this is the main wiring that basically goes to the engine. I want you to pay attention to it. You've got this part, the heavy one, and the other one. So this one goes to basically the hot wire. This one, the one that you see my finger, basically it looms and it goes over here inside. Yeah? And this one, you can clearly see it goes into the fuse box. So the way I see it, I need to remove this one because you remember this bracket, the AC line, one of them connects into it. So what I'm thinking, I need to unplug them. Now how to unplug them, this should be fairly easy, one would argue. You just need to unplug them. I just need you to pay attention to the clips and how they sit. Yep. We need to remove them one by one so that hopefully I can remove the whole bracket. And if I can basically disconnect them from each other, part will be with the engine, the other part will be with the wiring loom that's going to go inside the car, which either ways we need to get it out. So let's get on with that. It wasn't hard, but there was a trick to it. Let's take this one, and yes, you can see I've already numbered them. 1, 2, and 3. There you go. So this is the order. 1 means the top one, 2 is the middle, and 3 is the last one at the bottom. Before you clip it, you see you've got a release clip over here, but you also have this piece that connects and sits over here into this metal. So you need to remove it from its bracket because being on the bracket basically locks this side. So remove it out of the bracket, then press over here, you can unclip it. This one also, it needs to sit in its own bracket over here. See, you need to put it over here and push it that way. So you need to clip it first, then put it there, and same with number 3. So now this wire, I can just somehow fish it and trace it and get it out. The rest, this piece basically goes with the engine, and this wire goes inside. I might actually disconnect it from the inside then that way I can just get it out. And that basically frees up this bracket for me, which means I can unbolt it from here and here and take it over there, put it over there in preparation. So I might actually do that. Pay attention. Sal, so this is me. As you remove this one, you can clearly see them. There you go. 1 and 2. If you unscrew them from their place, you'll be able to get them. So you see the one over here basically is this one. And the other one, this is the positive cable. So I will release both. That way those two pieces can sit with the engine. Heck, even the earth, you see the earth? Or the negative, it's connected over here with this. Can you see my finger? Yeah, over here. I'm just gonna also unbolt it. That way all these 3 wires will stay with the engine when I remove it. Perfect. I know it's a mess, but pay attention with me. The wiring that goes to the headlight, to the washer, to pretty much everything connected to the main wire, which is the one that we disconnected, and all of them, they sit inside or under the fuse box. Now unbolt the fuse box. There are 3 bolts size 10, and from under you've got this cover. If you unclip it, you'll be able to see at the bottom. There you go. It's kind of hard to show it, but let me just flip it as much as I can for you to see. There you go. Yep. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 plugs. If you unplug them, you'll be able to basically remove the fuse box, and the wire at that point will be able to go through this. That's the whole idea. I need to get the wiring loom through this hole, because that wiring loom is what I need to connect the inside of the car. That part is crucial. Now you've got 2 wiring. You've got this one and the other one that goes over there. Where's my tip of my finger? Yep, that's it. So there's a wire over there, and they both connect into the engine. I need to disconnect both of them, fish them through the holes in order to install everything inside. So let's remember how they sit and unplug them. Then that way I can just remove this one and put it aside and take care of it. Now that we removed the one in the middle, I was thinking, instead of removing this one, I want to remove this one for 2 reasons. Number 1, I can. Number 2, the wiring harness from that side of the engine goes through a hole behind this one. So I figured if I can remove this one, I might be able to get that wiring harness, and hopefully, if I'm lucky enough, I'll be able to remove even the ECU. So let's start with this one. This one looks a bit fairly simple. You've got 1 bolt over here, 1 nut over here, and I'm pretty sure there are a couple at the bottom. So if I can remove them, I might be able to get it out, and that gives us clear access to what sort of wiring behind this one. There you go. 2 bolts and 1 nut. One sits over here, the other over here, the nut, and the last one, the last bolt over there. There you go, you can remove them. Then I've got this plastic piece that was over here. You just get it out, and that gives you access to this one. Now I gotta be careful because this one is so brittle, it just keeps breaking. But if you remove this one, there you go, this is your wiring. You have full access to your wiring, as you can clearly see. Let's see how it just keeps breaking. So this is the wire that I need to slowly fish it out from the engine and get it out. And this is our ECU. Now this is the wire that I'm a bit weirded about. I don't know where does it go, but for me to basically fish it out, I think I might need to remove this one as well. So I guess without further ado, let's remove this one. But before we do that, let me just get this one and clear some clutter out. I made a revelation. The last piece of the puzzle. When you remove those 2 nuts, do not pull it with all your power, because there's another nut that you can only access, get this, from the engine bay. Okay, so luckily I have a parts car in order to trace and find out. So if I look at inside, so this is my car, and from the inside, the last piece of the puzzle sits over here. Okay, and if you look closely, this plastic slash metal piece is attached to it, and I'm assuming this is attached to the actual part. See, there's a white plastic behind it. Now this, if you go all the way to the engine bay, there it is. This is the nut that you need to remove. So the heater core hose, they're here, over here. Which basically means, if I look over here, excuse the mess, it is right over there. Let me see if I can show it to you. It's kind of hard to see it, but it's there. Believe me, it is there. So let's get that piece out of the way, and that will allow us to remove, hopefully, the last piece. There you go. So see, we're working from the inside of the car, and these are the only nuts that we were able to remove, and we're trying to pull it, but it's not budging. Reason being, in the back, there it is. Oh, by the way, it's size 12, just so you know. So everything over here is size 10, bam, size 12 over there. And just heads up, it's gonna leak coolant, so brace yourself. I thought, like, I already prepped myself that it's gonna leak coolant, but when I got it out, I forgot all about it. Funny how inside, not a single drop of coolant on the carpet. I just got it out. As I got it out, bam, I created a mess. Now, I'm not gonna install it just yet, but at least now I know what to do. So I'm just gonna put it inside the car. I might actually continue working over there. All right, we're doing something a bit different. We removed the center console. There were 2 screws over here. You just remove them, there you go. And that allows you to get it out. Over here, it's just clips at the back. But that's it, and you just get it out. And after that, I remove the handle and the rubber seal over here. So both of them are now removed. In terms of the gear, for you to remove this one, you need to remove 2 screws, 1 on each side. Then after that, this is the gear knob. There's a Phillips screw over here, and in the other side, you unscrew them, press this one, and that gets you the knob out. Once you get it out, then you'll be able to remove this one. I'll put it back in because I don't want to lose it. Plus, I need to start disassembling. So I think I've got a couple nuts over here. I've got this wiring that I need to get rid of. So I'm gonna start disassembling and removing some wires. Hopefully, I'll be able to remove at least this one out of the place just to see what am I dealing with. So just have a quick look. See, there's a wire that comes over here and it just connects over here. So I might actually just disconnect from here and here. Plus I've got this black wire, which is, I think, reverse related or something. I would assume it's connecting here. So the wire from the back, this one, connects here. Keep that in mind. Sidetracked, and this is more for me than it is for you. You can fish and get the wire all the way through this hole. It will fit. You don't need to destroy any or unclip any. Whatever the wire that we got out, see how this one, for example? You can. You need to finagle it inside. Now, I'm just taking a video just so that I know, because I need to disconnect these ones. So the green one goes to the green and black. You can clearly see it. And you've got green, yellow, and black. That goes to the brown one. Right? Did I get it right? Yeah. Green, black, green, yellow, black. So green, yellow, black, that goes to the brown. Green, black goes to the green. I managed to get the firewall cover from the old car, this one. I had it to chuck it. Luckily, I didn't, so I got it aside because it's in better condition than the one that I have. As you can see, I managed to remove those motors for the washer and connect it correctly, and all the wiring over here has all been removed inside. So now it's further down, it's more mess than what it was. Let me just switch the light on for you to see. So there you go. So all the wire is right over there. Surprise, surprise, it can actually fit through that. As you can clearly see, it's actually connected. There's a piece that connects to the door, which is easy fix. I can disconnect it. It's not going to be a problem. But the problem is this wire runs all the way basically over here, which means for me to remove that piece, I need to remove this piece. I would say probably I'm gonna put a stop on here because I've done what I've set out to do for today, which is basically remove those 3 pieces. The remaining wire, I can only remove it once I decide to put the steering wheel down. I managed to remove the cover right over there. Once I remove this one, I'll be able to get everything else and just in one go shove it over there. Or hopefully at least. Anywho's, I'm gonna stop now. If you like what you see, stick around until next episode. Till then, you take care of yourself.